What if you could double your brand without paid ads or viral luck? Well, my client did that in 60 days. In fact, they more than 6x their brand in 60 days with the same strategies. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how it works and why it's different from all the other strategies that make big promises with little results. So first, let me show you how these crazy results actually happen for one of my clients, Jaya. To give you context, Jaya runs a mental health clothing brand, and she's a mum and a wife and a full-time psychologist on top of it all. So her time was already gone before the brand even started. On paper, her goal was simple. She wanted to at least double her brand. But the real reason why was so much bigger. She didn't want to just sell hoodies. She wanted to spread a positive mental health message and actually change people's lives. And to do that for more people, Jaya knew she needed the brand to grow so she had more money to put back into it. So she did everything that you're meant to do. She tried building a personal brand and posting educational content about mental health. She was doing everything you hear on social media, but nothing was working to really build her community. And that's when she came to me. On our first call, Jaya basically said, I know I need a community to grow this, but I've got no time and I don't even know what to focus on. So when I looked at her page, I asked myself the same question I ask with every client. It's what's the first thing that we can change that takes the least effort, but gives the fastest and most results? And here's what I noticed. If you're anything like Jaya, most, if not all your sales come from Instagram. Now, there's a bunch of things on Instagram you can't control, like if someone decides to follow or if they buy your products. And you definitely can't control if a video goes viral because those are outcomes. But there are things that you can control, and these are your inputs. Stuff like how often you post, or how many times you show your product, or how many chances you give people to find you. So here's the simple idea I shared with Jaya. If most of your sales come from people seeing your videos, then every extra video you post is another chance to make a sale. In other words, you can't force a video to blow up, but you can choose how many times you show up. So instead of giving her some crazy 50-step roadmap, we made one simple decision. We're going to massively increase how much you post without making your life harder. And guess what? That next month, Jaya ended up posting about 8 times more content than the month before. And here's what happened. Her views shot up, and in about 60 days, her Instagram audience grew by roughly 600%. And the brand followed the same trend. Now, I can't sit here and promise you'll 6x your brand in 60 days like Jaya, but I can tell you this. There is one stupid easy way to at least give yourself a real shot at 2x in 2026. Because if you double the content, you double the sales. But chances are, like Jaya, you don't exactly have hours of free time to just make more content. You're juggling other parts of the business like designing new products and planning drops. So now I'm going to show you 6 new tricks that Jaya used to make more content with less time, even as a mum and psychologist. And if you get the first one, it'll literally multiply your output almost instantly. Here's how it works. You're going to build what I call a creator army. So instead of making all the videos yourself, what if you had others passionate about your brand that help you create the content? And the way to do this is give your product to micro influencers who already make videos in your niche, and you get them to send the clips back to you. That way, the content load doesn't just sit on your shoulders anymore. You spread it across a bunch of people who love making content anyway. And to do this with your brand, start with your own followers. Just open up the list and scroll, looking for people who like or comment your stuff and already post content that matches the lifestyle you're trying to sell. So for Jaya's brand, this meant women who talked about mental health, self-care, growth, and that kind of thing. For you, it might be skaters or gym girls, creatives, or whatever your brand world is. And if you can't find enough people there, use Instagram search by entering a keyword that fits your niche. So for Jaya, we'd literally type something like women's mental health and look at creators that pop up. You'll see pages that already create good content around that topic, and some of them are small creators who are perfect for this. Then you reach out with what I like to call a win-win message, and it sounds something like this. Hey, I love your content about this thing. I run a brand called Insert Your Brand Name, and we focus on insert your brand message. I'd love to send you some free clothing in exchange for a couple of videos of you styling or wearing them. You can post them too if you like. So you're not trying to turn them into corporate models. You just want them to create the same type of content they already make, but while wearing or featuring your product. All right, technique number 2 is gonna make sure you never run out of content ideas. Because if every time you go to post and you're still sitting there like, what should I even make today? You're gonna burn out pretty quickly. And that's what most small brands do wrong. They try to come up with a brand new idea every single time they post. Whereas big brands, they have 2 or 3 repeatable ideas that show up on their page over and over again. So if they're ever stuck, they just go back to those same series that they already know work and they run it again in a slightly different way. So to save you the headache of trying to invent all of this from scratch, let me just give you a couple of simple series that you can steal. And the first one is what I call a founder vlog. Once or twice a week, you as the founder show me what you're doing in the brand. Are you packing orders, checking samples, dropping parcels at the post office, or preparing a shoot? And since running a clothing brand has become so popular, people are weirdly obsessed with seeing how it works behind the scenes. So when you let them under the hood, it makes the brand feel really in touch. Another one is what I like to call the customer spotlight. This is kind of like the founder vlog, but you flip the camera onto your customer instead. So once a week, go to your tagged section on Instagram and find a photo or video where someone is wearing your clothing and message them. Request if you can repost their photo on your main page and then ask them a couple of simple questions about their life as it relates to the brand message. For Jai's mental health brand, she could message customers and ask things like, what has your mental health journey looked like? Or what would you say to someone who's struggling in the way that you used to? Their answer becomes a short story or mini interview in the caption. And now it's not just, here's our hoodie. It's, here's the kind of person who wears this and here's what they care about. And once you've got these series in place, technique number 3 is going to show you how to squeeze even more content out of every single thing that you film so that you can keep up the volume without living on your phone. Because the key to making more content in less time is actually about how you plan it, not how fast you can film or edit. So if you wake up every day thinking, what should I post today? You're already behind. But instead, bulk produce your content all in one go. Pick a single day each week that you walk away with a whole week or even month's worth of content ready to post. Now you're probably thinking, how do you do that? Because the truth is, with the scale of your content right now, that could be next to impossible. But here's the thing, you're not shooting a movie each time. Simplify your content so that each video is 1 to 2 shots maximum and plan it so that it revolves around the same location with the same people. When I work with my clients, we use a really simple spreadsheet or content planner like this one right here. I can find all of my content references beforehand, write notes about what needs to be filmed for each, and then we're set to go. This way, when you show up to shoot, you already know exactly what you're filming and your efficiency increases dramatically. Technique number 4 is one of the most surprising, but it's also the most powerful in the short term. So most brands think spreading their effort across lots of platforms is safer because they've got their eggs in different baskets. But in reality, the opposite is true. Every single platform wants something slightly different from you. So TikTok content works different to Instagram content. So if your attention is split across 3 or 4 platforms, it's going to be way slower and much more confusing to figure out what actually works on any of them. You're always half learning and half guessing. So technique number 4 is to quit all social media except for one. And here's why. Not only are you more likely to succeed because you're focused, but it'll actually allow you to create more content overall. You'll actually get results faster because you can come to understand the platform, test ideas, and watch what your audience responds to. Then later on, when maybe your brand grows a bit and you have a bit of a team or more time, you can start to add more platforms because you've already mastered one. A simple way to choose which you're going to focus on is if you sell lower price pieces, print on demand, or more TikTok style impulsive products, then TikTok is probably your main home. But if your products are higher priced and you actually want to build a loyal community of superfans, Instagram is the place to be. Technique number 5. Look at these two posts side by side. Do you notice anything strange? If you couldn't already tell, this brand is literally using the same footage twice and then just changing the text on top. That's exactly what technique number 5 is about. Repurposing your content so that you can create more without doing extra work. So if you've already got a bunch of videos that show your brand lifestyle or a product you're pushing, you don't always need to start again from scratch. You can re-edit those clips in a different order, maybe mix in 1 or 2 new shots, and then change the on-screen text. And as far as Instagram is concerned, that's a completely new video. And if you don't have much content like this yet, this is the perfect excuse to set yourself up for the future. On your next shoot, don't just film one super specific idea. Grab as much clean, versatile footage as you can. So that's going to be lifestyle related shots, close-ups, and different outfits. Aim to create raw clips you can use for lots of different hooks and messages and video ideas later. Then sit down and see if you can find 2 to 5 different ways to recut that same footage into different videos. And if that wasn't enough, a second super easy way to repurpose is by taking screenshots from your existing videos and then just turn them into posts. Just go through a campaign video or short film and pause on the best frames. You can save them as photos and then turn them into a simple carousel to repost. Technique number 6. What if you could do the equivalent of 5 or more hours of content creation each week, but it only cost you 1? Well, if you can blend content into things you're already doing, then that actually becomes a reality. Maybe it's an extra hour added onto your week, but since you're doing these activities anyway, it doesn't feel like a chore. So for this one, I want you to look at your day and ask what parts of my normal life already match my brand lifestyle and the kind of content I want to make. Then, instead of trying to create fake content days all the time, you can just film around those real moments. For example, let's say you run a mental health brand just like Jaya and you go to the gym a lot. You could think, what do I do at the gym that fits my brand? And what content could I film here that ties mental health and maybe training together? It could be you talking about how the gym helps your mindset with little clips of your workout, or conversations with friends about how they look after themselves. Or maybe you've got an outdoors brand and you go on hiking or camping trips. If that's you, then next time you go, treat it like a content trip as well. Wear your own brand and pieces, bring extras of the right sizes for your friends, and make sure everyone's kitted out in your brand so you can grab a couple of clips of your products in its natural environment. This is exactly what Adi Gillespie from UVU did. He was a marathon runner and built his brand around that lifestyle. So when Adi was training, he invited a friend with the camera, put his running buddies in UVU gear, and then turned these real training sessions into content for Instagram. He didn't stop his life to make content. He just pressed record on what he was already doing. Now you've got the strategies moving forward to post more in less time so you can 2x your brand in 2026. I want to give you 11 specific posts that you can create today to blow up your brand. So click the video on screen now so you aren't stuck trying to figure it out all on your own.